Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abashi. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify by searching Blog Access 101. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is episode 214. Here today, my co-host, Bobby. What up, Bobby?
What up, Rob? How you doing?
Oh, man. Pretty good, man. Much better. I had a damn stomach bug, but other than that, I'm good now.
Whew,
Yeah.
avoid that.
Should have been not fun. But yeah, let's jump right into it with the the women's Olympic basketball team's roster. A lot of people were sick that Caitlin Clark was on it. I don't know why. She's a rookie. She's definitely not the top 10 or top 12 all players right now in the league. Or
Yeah,
you go
I
ahead.
mean, I agree with you, but it's almost kind of like they never. It's almost like I think they took in the number one pick of a draft with them before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people were talking about I
Yeah,
seen Twitter talking about Leitner was on the team back in the day.
but he ain't get no PT,
Right.
and everybody gonna be expecting Caitlyn to play too. So I mean, it could be looked as a blessing and a curse because, all right, of course, we know they did the MJ rule like Isaiah did MJ and All-Star in that aspect. And they were feeling like it'll be too many people around her and like they wouldn't be able to get around. I get that. But also, too, if you want eyes on women's basketball for the Olympics, shoot, Caitlin Clark's a global phenomenon in the women's game now. It's not even just national, it's global.
Yeah, the other thing was they were talking about that she didn't have an international play, which is true because I feel like international basketball is vastly different from American basketball. You know, we see how she be complaining about fouls
Oh, yeah,
in
she ain't getting no fouls in there.
international. She gonna be expecting getting calls that she's not gonna get.
Nah, they gonna beat her up.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, it's probably she gotta at least get that under assistant, like maybe play like a 3-on-3 or something, but definitely not no
I'm
Olympic.
surprised she didn't make the 3-on-3. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, they had Haley Van Leaf. I think Ryan Howard made it.
And Brinkley.
Oh yes, it's an interesting lineup. They stay. It's basically a tour of F. Caitlin Clark.
See, she should have made the 3-on-3. Okay, now I feel for what people man. She should have made the 3-on-3.
Oh yeah, no question with that.
Not the she shouldn't have, not the team then. So I'm gonna change my stance. She should have made the 3-on-3. But hey, which is surprisingly because Nike is outfitting all of Team USA. So I'm surprised they didn't even say, hey, we putting her on this.
Yeah, because like I was just laughing people saying she should be on the team because I'm like, what guard was she gonna knock out? Because it wasn't gonna be Sabrina.
Oh no,
Definitely gonna be Jewel. It's not.
no.
It's not gonna be old faithful Taurasi, even though everybody mad that she made the team. But I'm like, bro, she's used to that physicality on international level. So it's
And
like,
that's all she can do is knock people over.
yeah, yeah, chill. But
What?
and
I'm just being honest.
like the only person you could possibly say is probably Chelsea Gray because she might not be fully healthy. I mean, I know they're saying she might be coming back soon, but she probably gonna like take a couple weeks to get her like conditioning back and then get her feet back under her. That's
My
the only person
point,
I can see getting removed. But I was like, it should have been for no Caitlin Clark. It should have been for Enrique.
I agree. It should have been Enrique. It should have been a lot of people, but my whole thing is this: like, all right, capitalize off this girl. Capitalize off of Caitlyn. Don't put. I do agree. Don't put her on the national team, but she should have been on the 3-on-3.
I give
There's
you.
no,
If you put Haley Van Leaf on a 3-on-3 team, you should definitely have Caitlin Clark.
man. You asking you putting Haley Van Leet on that team. You asking for TikTok, TikTok problems and all types of other unwanted situations you don't want.
Yeah, that joint was hilarious.
She can't be going international calling women the B word.
But nah, man. But yeah, it just like that's what I was talking about. Then I seen people was tripping that NECA wasn't on the team, and I was like, what big was she taking out? Because it wasn't going to be Stewie.
It
Then it wasn't
wasn't gonna be Asia Wilson.
or Alyssa Thomas. I definitely wasn't BG. So I'm like, y'all are talking crazy. She better go play for team.
Nah, she could have took out BG because BG
Hell,
Miss Mona. She could have took out BG at least.
I feel like one, you got the spotlight with BG first Olympics since being in Russia. Second thing is like
The
Like,
fact that it will let her go international again,
yeah.
I
And then
that's
like her
that's a
big,
risk. That's a risk.
no, hopefully she don't have nothing in her bag. But then he's like, she's been a part of that system for all them years. So, I knew she would get on the team. So it was like, and I could go play for Team Africa.
Facts. I want to see that.
Like that's your best bet at that point. Like that's why I was like, I don't know why people so gung ho. She can go play for Africa.
True. It just sucks because like we think the men is so political.
Oh,
Hey,
women.
women is really political.
Yeah, you knew that. We figured that out when Kay and Clark went on there, and Twitter went in the uproar. Or I guess you call it X now, but I'm still calling it Twitter. But
Twitter, yo, X is crazy. I can't get on X. Yo, whatever Elon has done,
yeah,
man, my feed is ridiculous, and I'm start blocking accounts.
yeah. Now the one that stuck out to me was Nafisa making the team. That was an interesting one. I maybe Naka could have knocked her out. That's the only one I could possibly see. But she has. I mean, I feel like she has a good all around game. It looked like it really looked like they got a lot of players that was all around. Like like Alyssa, Stewie, Asia, Taraz. Now Jackie Young was a good guard they had from the last Olympic team, so that was good. Kelsey Plum all around. Uh,
Man, and Kelsey needs to take a sabbatical and just chill.
yeah, she's out there. She's on her single tour.
Yeah,
Living.
also too, it would have been shocking if Sue Bird that was like, yo, we're gonna have Sue Bird play for one last time. I would have been like, yo, this is wild.
That'd have been lit. I'm all for it. Big Sue, baby.
Again, nobody will watch the women's in the Olympics, and then then people complain why nobody's watching the women's in the Olympics.
I ain't gonna lie. Last week I liked the women's joint. It was actually pretty
Oh,
good.
I liked it, but you know how people are,
Oh yeah, they gonna be like, they didn't bring my baby Caitlin Clark.
you
I'm like,
know, or Angel Reese or anybody like that. Like I'm giving to both of them. Like both of them both of them has changed the upcoming game for what WNBA is, especially capitalize on commercialism. But sheesh, they just rookies. Give them, yo, they still haven't even had an off season.
yeah. But Angel Reese been doing her thing, man. Hopefully, eventually, I finally get Sharice to trade me Angel Reese in that league, but soon.
Sharice ain't trading you that. There's no way. There's no way you getting that trade off.
Shit. Well, let's talk about recap of game one. Jason Kidd said some interesting comments saying that what do you say? That
Jalen Brown's the best player and best defender.
yeah, it's a good little mind game he's trying to play there because he know this series is over. Uh,
Yo, are you saying mind game? Yo, come on. We're not we're not gonna go there because like we're not
Tatum's
gonna
an
go.
all around player. I mean, I might be a little biased because that's my favorite player, but Jalen Brown is definitely a bucket. But I just feel like Tatum's an overall better player. Now, does Tatum have some times where he looks like he's playing a little bit too lax? Absolutely, because we need to Tatum back from his rookie year because we haven't seen that guy.
Nah, we need to Tatum to hop off of Kobe's nuts. Please, gosh.
Well, I mean,
Like I
if he's
get
saying
your
trophy, 16 points.
I get you're a fan, you're a stan. Come on, dog. You can't you can't be like that. Yo, Kobe would eat if Kobe was still living, he probably would have told Jason, like, hey man, calm down. Just go hoop. Don't be doing all this stuff. Don't be texting me. Don't be showing the text on social. Don't be doing, oh, wearing my old Boston workout clothes. Don't be doing all that. Relax.
I mean, but he had a good game. So what he has 16, 11, and 5.
Nah, he had a great game. He played a decent game, but people want him to score. People want him to score like KD because that's who the comparison is. And people got to understand it's like, yeah, he got KD hype, but he ain't KD. KD's a killer.
I
And
feel
that's
like he's a great all around player. Um, do I feel like at times you need to be more aggressive? Absolutely. But I feel like they got such a balanced team that you can really he can like games like this, you'll be like, oh, he didn't really do much. But then you look at it, the stat line is like, oh damn, he has 16, 11, and 5. And it was a quiet 16, 11, and 5.
And Tatum is getting kind of like the same flack that Jokic used to get because they be like, oh, he not scoring enough.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's why
yeah,
I think Tatum, because Jokic will affect the game on every other aspect to where he doesn't have to score that much. And now I think Tatum's getting that same. They like he's affecting the game in every other aspect, but people want to see him score. And I
yeah,
guess you also got to put that on him for being like, yo, Kobe is idol. Because what's Kobe known for doing?
getting a bucket.
Getting a bucket. Okay. And so part of that's on him. No offense, don't get me wrong. I like Jason Tatum. He from St. Louis. That's my St. Louis brother. All due respect. And I like Jaylen Brown. Right now, this year it's Jaylen Brown's playoffs because the last 2 years it was Jason Tatum showing up. Let's just let's just be honest. Jason Tatum was getting buckets in the last 2 year playoffs.
No, that's real. But I just I feel like they got all the players. Shout out Brzingis coming out there hitting them ugly elbow jumpers the way he was shooting, but he was getting it in.
Hey, them joints went in. He had 18 in the first half. They couldn't stop him. They literally trade. Yo, remember the last series with Dallas, how they had Rudy on that island out there on the perimeter? That's
Yeah.
what they're doing to Lively and Gafford. They are putting them on that island. Dallas is going to have to play small ball, and they're going to have to find some energy. Like they're going to have to bring the tempo. They have to push the pace. Luca looked like he on one leg. He banged up. Like he got to push the pace. They all got to push that pace. Like you can't play half court ball with Boston. Not with this team. You got to push the pace.
No, I just feel like with Kyrie struggled, I was shocked by that. I figured he was gonna have a great game one because his disdain for Boston. That didn't happen. Luca had a decent game. I wouldn't say decent, he had more than decent, a pretty good game. Uh, you know, Gafford didn't really do too much for them. Lively didn't do too much, as I told him. I said Porzingis down there, all that alley-oop lobs stuff is not happening. Yeah, like I said, you take those two out, it's pretty much a done deal. You mean you got Luca and Kyrie gonna go off. PJ Washington had a decent game when he had like 14 and 8, which is respectable, but that's not gonna win your championship.
Let me tell you something.
Oh boy.
He PJ Washington had 14 and 8, but he was also getting cooked.
Yeah, no, I mean they couldn't stop him. Porzingis, they couldn't stop Brown. They couldn't. Well, Tatum was just chilling.
I
He had small 16, quiet 16.
what did I say last week? I said it is going to be hard for Dallas to man up against the team or to match up offensively against the team defensively that can switch 1 through 4. And now it looks like they switch 1 through 5 depending on the personnel on the court. That's crazy. Different defensive looks, man. They switching everything. It don't even matter, and it's easy. It's just it makes it so easy. And then they leading them down into the baseline for traps.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a good game. Derek White playing hell of a game, corner threes. It's not looking good for Dallas. My cousin was like, "Would you get nervous when he's coming back?" I was like, "No," because I knew they were playing with their food at that point, and they were bored that third quarter. So
Man, they just shot. Yo, the fact that they shot they shot so many threes. It was ridiculous. I was like, good gosh, they are really doubling down on this threes. And they running sets, which is crazy. Have you watched the off-ball screens that they set for each other just to get to that corner three?
crazy work.
Joe Mazzulla might get my respect because he is putting on a masterpiece after that first game. But we'll have to see the second game.
Oh, it's gonna be a repeat of game one. I think Kyrie has a much better game though, but it's gonna be a repeat.
Do you think it'll go 2-2 when they get back to Dallas?
No, they're gonna get one,
Okay.
and I'm being
I-
nice with you.
If they sweat them in Dallas, I'd be like, dang.
Only reason I don't think that happens is because the NBA trying to get as much games as possible. So I think it goes five at max six.
Man, they got the draft on a Wednesday of all days, which is crazy in itself.
That's wild.
Yes, the draft is on a Wednesday. So they got to get these games or they're going to be looking out with 2 weeks without basketball.
66ers draft Bronny. We need Bron over here in Philly.
So, I got two words for you, Daryl Morey.
Yeah. But
Remember what he did to Chris Paul and Carmelo. That's all I can say.
this was time for him to redeem himself. This would be it. This would be the big moment.
Duh. Or he get played because that's what's gonna happen.
Hell
He
no.
gonna get himself played. Bron is staying in LA. We all know it. He's staying in LA. It don't matter.
No, I get it because especially getting bigger in a movie career and all that.
He's
Um,
either staying in LA or he's staying somewhere on the West Coast. West Coast.
that makes sense. Was close. You saw Phoenix talking about getting Bronny, but I
Bro,
was
that team still wouldn't win the championship.
because it's like they don't have those players don't have their dog, and Devin Booker don't got their dog.
I'm asking for a signing trade. I'm like, hey, Brian, you better give us Book or somebody in return. Or you ask for that Bradley Beal contract. If I'm the Lakers, think I'm letting Brian walk like that. That's
Like
crazy. I'm asking for KD at least. Sheesh.
they're not gonna get that. They probably get what Bradley.
Bradley and some other people, but Phoenix putting themselves in a deeper hole for like to not be good after Book leaves for like years. And I ain't talking about just like 3 or 4. I'm talking about maybe decades.
But that's cold blood right there. I rather hate
I'm
them.
sorry, but their owner is like he I get it. He played college basketball in Michigan State, but he thinks how to run a team is like college.
He said, man, we're gonna get that W one way or the other.
Like they gonna make money because their games are gonna be sold out regardless. Don't get me wrong. But the whole thing is like, I don't think they'll win a championship. And then how you gonna find the right coach? Are you gonna hire JJ Redick? Because I don't think they hired a coach.
I think they was the closest. I don't think they already got Hurley.
Oh, Budenholzer, I'm sorry.
Are you
That's
talking
gonna be that's gonna be just as great because once Budenholzer they piss off Budenholzer once they don't win, Budenholzer gonna be fired. And they still pay Monty Williams.
Yeah, free Monty. He did him dirty. But yeah, you want anything else before we get on off here?
Man, it's really nothing else to add. I got camp tomorrow, which is gonna be great. I'm so happy to start the first camp of the season with these kids. It's gonna be a great time.
Nice, nice. I like it.
Um, but it should be fun. And then also too, I can't wait for the draft. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's either we trade the number 3 pick or we get Reed Shepard. I hope we go for fit. I really do want to go for fit. We need a shooter, like a consistent shooter, not a shooter. I like Rob Dillingham. I like Castle. I like those players. I like the point guard out of France. I like all of them. They're going to be great players, but I feel like, man, we need a consistent shooter, someone that's be like, oh, I do this already.
Y'all need something. Right, Jesus Christ.
We need. I know you ain't talking.
Hey, we'll be fine.
I know you ain't. Yeah, Winston B gonna be healthy. Never. Never.
Ha ha ha. So
Maxie's y'all.
original.
Y'all better hope y'all get Jimmy. That is what's gonna save y'all. If y'all get Jimmy, that is gonna save y'all so much.
And we get Jimmy. I'm thankful.
Y'all gonna have to trade some people, but if y'all get Jimmy, y'all gonna be good.
I don't care who we got to trade. We gotta get Jimmy back.
Yeah, I gotta get somebody because you know what? If y'all don't get Jimmy, I don't know who else could y'all trying to get. Shoot, ain't nobody else. Maxie's y'all best player.
Yeah, I give you that. Because the B can't stay healthy. I want us
Max,
to draft that Zach Edey boy, but people really scared because they think he's gonna be slow and soft. And okay,
y'all
okay.
need a backup center. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's why Zach Edey, baby.
What if y'all get Donovan?
No, thank you.
Huh?
Tell me from Connecticut.
Yeah,
He's respectable. I like him.
big body.
I like Edie better.
He knows his screens and everything.
No, I mean, yeah, that's cute. But I just like Edie better. I feel like he's the most for me the better NBA ready
Y'all
big.
lucky y'all not picking in the lottery, so yeah, he's late enough in the draft to where it's like, all right,
Yeah, I
because
think
y'all,
22 or 16, one or two.
yeah,
We got 16, yeah.
I'm trying to see how many picks we got this year in this year's draft. We should only have one, really. Hold up.
Yeah, I got one.
20. Yeah, we only got one. We would have had if that OKC pick would have landed in the lottery, we would have had two. Woo! That would have been crazy. I'd have been trade. Yo, we would have traded them picks so quick and got somebody. Somebody would have want them.
Sad part is y'all would have still found a way to mess that up.
Oh, I know you ain't talking. Our GM's been on point.
Oh boy. Good season. Good luck next season, champ.
Yeah, hey, we'll probably have a better record than the Sixers.
You can bet that.
Hey, here's the thing. We'll probably make it to a conference final before Embiid does.
Interesting. We definitely can bet that.
He probably gonna make a conference final before Embiid does.
Just have my money ready, buddy.
Watch, don't be mad. Don't be mad when it happens, and I'm gonna be dying laughing.
I love Benny Franks. That's all I need, buddy.
Okay, we'll see.
But all right, man. Appreciate you coming on.
All right,
See you.
see you later.